Hi friends. I'm going to do a couple of bonus videos. Hopefully these will all come out this coming week, like from Monday onward. I don't think I'll put them all on the same day. But I wanted to do a couple of bonus videos. I know like the topics have been like heavy for like a couple of weeks, and then like I have been like sick. I lost heat in my apartment for like I don't know, it probably was 4 days, cuz like it happened in the middle of like I don't know, like stuff froze in the boiler room, and I can't access that, so I didn't know exactly when it went out, but it was probably 4 days no heat. That was fun. So I'm back, and I can be on topic instead of just talking about having no heat. So I was thinking about this thing. I was having a conversation with a friend, and this person just met their medical guide because they had a reason to meet their medical guide. They're okay though. And they met their medical guide, and they were like, well, like, honestly, I feel horrible, but I also met my medical guide. And then, like, I was like, oh, here's a couple things, like, I've learned about medical guides, which I passed on to this person because they are, like, sick right now. So I'm like, this might make it easier. Like, if you need to, like, talk to a doctor about what's going on. So I was giving a couple pointers, and then I said, honestly, this took me a very long time to realize. Like, I always like kind of wonder, like, why don't people talk to their guides more, or like treat their guides kind of like more like why isn't it more like a two-way conversation? I took a long time to get to that point. And I had like basically a near-death experience, which opened up my channels to my spirit guide. So I had a unique, well, not that unique. A lot of people have had like a near-death or a spiritually transformative experience, but the way I got there was my own path and everything. So it's like kind of like I always like think about like why don't more people like talk to their spirit guides and stuff. And then I was like saying to her something that has taken me a very, very long time to figure out, because like my guides would kind of hint at this at various points, and I would be like kind of like, what are you talking about? Because sometimes if you complain to your spirit guides, you basically get back like tough shit. Like, honestly, like, sometimes they're just like, yeah, like, you signed up for this, or like, something like that. So, it's not always like, rainbows all the time. But, so I was saying to her, this is like here to help you. Like, it's coming in now because you need the help, because you're really not feeling well. And it is like really, it will be like an additional help, but it's also an additional responsibility. It's a responsibility to have a real relationship with any kind of being. It's a responsibility that you end up knowing more of what's behind the curtain. And I guess maybe that puts some people off. Like, personally, I was obsessed with it since I was a kid, and I was like, I'm gonna find my spirit guides. I knew they were there because I remembered my spirit guide from when I was like 5 years old. I wouldn't have called him my spirit guide when I was 5. I was just like, oh, I literally thought, I've mentioned this before, sorry, I've mentioned this before, but I really, like, I was talking to him because I thought, like, this is somebody that I'm gonna end up meeting in person down the road, which is not what happened. I mean, by now, like, I know it's not going to happen. But yeah, and so I don't know, I've just been like thinking out loud a little bit about that, because I wasn't even expecting that I would say to my friend, this is going to be a good help to you, but it's also like it's a big responsibility. It's a relationship with a being. And I guess, like, well, it's a whole other, I could go on for a long time. I'm not going to go on for a long time. Partially I don't have a lot of space on my phone, so I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, it's something that I personally work on every single day of my life. I was working on it since I was a teenager. I ended up finding other people's guides before I could find my own, because I had been working on it. So, my results are from working on it for, I think I realized a few days ago, it's 2/3 of my life, and like since I was a teenager, and and that's not a brag, it's just like, I'm just saying, like, I worked on it constantly, and I was very frustrated for a lot of years, because working on it constantly didn't really open everything until I was in like a dire situation. Like, my friend has met their person because they're just not, they needed to right now. Like, you meet them when you like need to meet them. So anyway, that's just some open-ended thoughts about this. And I am going to wrap this up, but I am planning another video for this week. I think this one will be the second video, so if you end up seeing this later on in the week, that's why. If this is the second video, I'm recording this one first, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I'm not sure what order I'm going to put them in. But anyway, I wanted to get back on topic. We will be having like heavier topics on this channel, because I have things to say, and hopefully you're along for the ride. I have said I only want people here who want to be here, and that's all good for me and all of us. If we all want to be here, we're all good. So I will have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. And there should be this week, whenever you're seeing this, if you're seeing this the week that it comes out, there should be 2 videos this week. Okay, bye.